in your answer, you said that you didn't want to come back to the property because you claim that she was making some racist and homophobic statements?
Well, I was hoping that this wouldn't be necessary to bring that up. I mean, do you want me to recount what she actually said to me? Because
You don't have to say the actual word.
Yeah, I understood.
So, okay.
She said, I'm not going to feel any different about this tomorrow. I may as well just throw a tarp over the damn house and live in a shack like some And that was pretty
And you had
hard.
your crew there?
The crew was not there. That was just myself and I.
But you have...
But I do have crew members that are people of color and who also live alternative lifestyles, be it LGBTQ.
What was the homophobic slur?
Questioning one of my male employees about why he was wearing nail polish.
Okay.
So does it have relevance to this case? I don't know.
I mean, it might, if you're saying I didn't want to continue working on the project.
It certainly made me uncomfortable, but I was willing to continue in hopes that cooler heads would prevail, sleep on it, and I would return overnight. When she said I'm not going to feel any differently about it tomorrow, that to me was the end of the conversation. So the next morning I picked up my tools and materials and left. And in effect, she fired me. And I wasn't done yet.
Actually, it was my daughter. My daughter is 9 years old, and she asked me why one of the male workers had his nails painted. I was just kind of curious.
You could have provided an answer to her. You didn't necessarily have to go and ask him what your daughter asked, right?
No,
I mean, you were confused.
And actually, I ended up talking with that guy, and I really enjoy him.
Yeah.
He is awesome. I have nothing against him. He is probably one of my favorite people that worked on the roof.
What about...
I never said that, so I'm not sure where that's coming from.
Okay.
I can agree that, yes, I was upset, but when I was upset, I actually went to the opposite side of my property to vent for a minute because it was day 3 and I needed to
cry.
And just cry because there was water coming in my house. And I just spent all of this money that, as a single parent, it is a little bit of a struggle. And so I just needed to take a moment to break down and kind of regroup. And that was when I came back to Josh, and I did say that I wasn't going to feel any different because that was all he continued to tell me that he could do, was take my hose and spray it on my roof and then tell me that there was no water coming in. He told me that it was dry to the touch on that last day.
Mr. Foster, you made a very significant allegation against the plaintiff.
Indeed.
Are you married, sir?
No, sir.
Well, then I feel more comfortable asking you about why you asked the plaintiff to take a walk in the woods some night.
I thought that we could get to know each other a little bit better.
While you were working on the job?
Yeah, that did happen.
I have nothing further.
I do have something further. So you were kind of had an interest in maybe getting to know her better?
Correct.
Did that go anywhere?
No.
Did that make you uncomfortable? Did you say something?
Yes, it did.
Did you say anything about it?
No, because I just wanted the job done so that way he could hurry up and get off the premises.
Okay, at that point, was the job close to done?
No. No.
All right, how much time have you put into this project total?
I don't actually have the overall hours of work.
How much, I mean, have you made any money on this project?
I would say the profit margin dipped well below 10%.
Okay, so you do
which
have...
is not my target.
Mr. Foster.
Yes, sir.
Weren't you, according to your contract, required to keep notes of your labor for the...
Those are tracked weekly, and my guys are paid weekly.
Do you have your notes?
They're not with me, and nor are they submitted as any exhibit, no.
We good? All right, we're going to excuse the parties while we deliberate in this matter.
We have come to a unanimous verdict. We all agree that you, Miss Rose, and Miss O'Ryan are entitled to damages. We felt that you were entitled to terminate the contract between you and the defendant because, I mean, you did give him 3 different opportunities when it rained to secure your unfinished roof. That didn't happen. You didn't necessarily prove to the dollar what the damages were worth, but you did provide evidence that basically exceeded our maximum jurisdictional limit when you provided $12,000 to repair the entire roof. We may have disagreed in terms of the cost of repairing the entire roof, but we do agree, all of us, that you're at least entitled to our maximum amount, given the fact that you don't have a fully functional roof and essentially have to start over. And, sir, Mr. Foster, you didn't have any documentation in terms of how much time this actually took on your part. You didn't keep better records, but you were paid for some work. And again, the plaintiffs are without a working roof. So for that reason, the verdict is in favor of you, Miss Rose, and Miss O'Ryan for the full amount that you were asking for, which is $5,000.
Thank you.